here last night. I did an introduction to the Bhagavad Mahapurana where I told that it is the great sage Suta Muni who is relating this whole Bhagavad Purana to all the saints and sages of Naimisharanya. And the Suta ji had heard it from Shukadev, and Shukadev had heard it from his father Ved Vyas ji, who composed this Bhagavad Mahapurana on the prompting of Narad ji, so that his life can become fulfilled. Because a person's life never becomes fulfilled or complete until he has discovered Bhagavad Bhakti. Bhagavad Bhakti means devotion or love for Bhagavan. You may have all of this gyan and you may have all of this knowledge and all of this qualification and this and that and whatever, but if you don't have love for Bhagavan, see, gyan and money and all of these things stand on the same footing. All of these things are supposed to lead to Bhagavad Bhakti, love for Bhagavan. And so, Ved Vyas ji had composed this Bhagavad Puran to develop love in our heart by hearing the stories and glories and mahima, greatness of Bhagavan. So, I then told that we chose a specific katha. This comes from the 8th canto. 8th canto of Bhagavad Puran, around the 5th and 6th chapter of the 8th canto. It is called as Samudra Manthan. Samudra Manthan. And I told that among all the stories in our scriptures, this has to be perhaps the most potent of all stories. You see, the rishis were masters in packing into stories great lessons for all of us to learn. When you hear a story, we always listen for the moral, isn't it? Even in school they teach, in Sesame Street they teach. They tell a story and then they ask, what is the moral? What is the moral of the story? Well, the rishis were such good storytellers that they were able to pack not only morals and ethics inside of those stories, but all of philosophy, metaphysics, epistemology, anything you can think about at the highest level, they used to pack inside of these stories. It means all about God, all about the universe, cosmology, politics, niti we call it, niti, social coexistence and behavior. So many things. In one story they are able to pack all of these things. And it is for the intelligent human being to go into that story now and take out all of these nutritious teachings full of food for thought inside of these stories. You see, if a monkey sees a coconut, right? If a monkey sees a coconut, but that monkey doesn't know inside that coconut there is something valuable to eat, isn't it? अच्छा ठीक है, suppose he knows. दूसरी बात यह है कि बेचारा उस कोकोनट को खोल नहीं सकते. You cannot open it. You see, you could go down the road and or go in the back of your house and you could take up some instrument, some tool, and you could open the coconut, right? And you could get the kernel inside. But even if the monkey finds out that there is something inside, he cannot open it. How will he open it? Well, the monkey knows how to use a gilpin or what? He doesn't. Some of these American people don't know what is a gilpin now. It's a machete. Now you know, na? Yeah, we have some students here who have come from America, so they're not conversant with our Trini local, what you call that, dialect. And there's another name for that, colloquial language. So anyway, the monkey doesn't know. And even if he knows, he cannot take it out. But a human being, he knows that there is something in there. And he knows also how to take it out. Every story is like that. Inside that story, there is something valuable. There is something nutritious. And if you could get it out, oh, that will feed your spiritual life and you will grow spiritually. This is what the rishis did on these stories. So this Samudra Manthan, I told you, is most potent story that I have come across in scripture. It's so wonderful. Every aspect of human existence is touched upon in this story. So last night when we left it now, all the devatas, see, for those who missed it, you missed out the great introduction. What happened there quickly, let me tell you in 2-3 minutes. Indra Dev and all the devatas received a curse from Durvasa Muni. Because Indra Dev had engaged in some inappropriate behavior, which was not befitting a sage. And that's an important thing. Saints and sages and all, great people, we have to make sure that our conduct and our treatment, that's called upachar. Upachar in Sanskrit. Upachar means our hospitality to a sage or a saint, that has to be done properly. We just cannot just do like that, you know. Acha, theek hai, Baba, you want to sit down? Sit there now, please. No, not like that. You have proper upachar has to be done and all that. So, and what to talk about great sage like Durvasa Muni, you know. Such a powerful way. Durvasa Muni, they said, was an incarnation of Lord Shiva himself. The Rajasic aspect of Lord Shiva himself had taken incarnation of Durvasa Muni. I did not tell you that last night, but tonight you know. He Lord Shiva himself. Huh? So now, Indra did not treat him properly, so he received a shrap. But all the shrap of the king fell on all the subjects also. And all of them started to become old, they started to become grey, wrinkled, weak. And the Asuras, who are their half-brothers, they have one origin. Their father, whose name was Kashyap Muni, their father was one. 2 sets of children with 2 different wives. Diti and Aditi, I told. So now, it is these Asuras who are always at loggerheads with these Devas. The Devas are called as like what we call as good guys. And the Asuras are called like the bad guys. You know, like you have cops and robbers on TV? Like that? Good guys and bad guys. The whole world you see like that. In every movie you will see some villain, na? And if Amitabh Bachchan is there, the movie will not go well if no Gabbar Singh is there. So Gabbar Singh has to be there also. So then the movie goes, just when everything is going well, then Gabbar Singh strikes. Then you are sitting at the edge of your seat. Isn't it? Some people are biting their nail. One lady went to a doctor and said, Doctor, my husband has a very bad problem. He's biting his nails all the time. The doctor said, no problem. Many people have that. It's a simple thing. Why do you think it's a problem? Leave him alone. He'll drop it out sooner or later. The lady said, no doctor. His toenails he is biting. So imagine that fellow sitting in and Gabbar Singh comes out there. He has to bite his toenail. He'll have to pick up his foot now. But that makes the movie go well, you see. देखिए, ये संसार तो बड़ी अजीब है, you know. This world is very strange. अगर तो रावण नहीं है, राम कभी नहीं आएगा. Isn't it? If Ravan is there, Ram will not. If Ravan is not there, Ram will not come. Few of essential. So the Devas and Asuras are like that. They represent these 2 forces in the universe that are required for the universe to turn. There must be the sun. The sun pulls the earth towards itself, and the earth pulls itself away from the sun. So there are two opposite forces working there. Then only the earth stays in place. Isn't it? Centripetal and centrifugal forces working simultaneously. Then only the earth stays in place, in perfect orbit. Counter forces. So Devas, Asuras, they're like that. Now, there is one, Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, there is one that leads to the higher reality, and there is one that leads away from the reality. So we have to stick on the side that leads towards the reality. So now, these devatas who now lost a great big war, battle with these asuras, the devatas went to Bhagwan Brahmaji. Brahmaji said, well, you know, they received the shrap. The shrap made them weak. Then the asuras struck and they got defeated. They ran helter-skelter. Many of them died and all sorts of things. And now they went to Brahmaji for help. So Brahmaji said, well, this problem is a little bit beyond me. I think we should go to Bhagavan Mahavishnu. So they on the way also, they spoke to Lord Shiva also. He also came. And then all of them, Devatas, Brahmaji, Lord Shiva, everybody, they went now to Bhagavan Mahavishnu, the sustainer of the universe. And they did a most wonderful stuti. And that's where we left it last night, isn't it? Anybody brought that? Anybody brought the hymn, book of hymn? So in that stuti, they do for Brahmaji, and they do for Lord Vishnu. Brahmaji and all the devatas, they sing. Because when they went to Vaikuntha, where Bhagavan Mahavishnu is there, well, you can't see the Lord so easily, you know. That is like, you know, in nowadays, when you go to somebody's house, well, the house lock up and the gate in front also lock and everything, so you have to ring the doorbell, isn't it? And then nowadays the doorbell has nice ringing tunes and all. Some place I went and I pressed the doorbell and it started singing Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You should get that type of doorbell. Now I don't know where this thing is. You can find a Achyutashtakam for me now. 120. See, that was fast. The students slick, man. These Vedanta students. Achyutashtakam. Okay. We'll see it just now. So they went to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji said, let us go to Lord Vishnu. And they now went to Lord Vishnu, and they chanted a long stuti. It goes on for pages. A long stuti to our Lord Vishnu. And in the end, this is the end of the stuti now. I'll chant some of the verses. Some of you have the pages there. They are not seeing Bhagavan Vishnu. Huh? They just went to Vaikuntha. They don't know where he is. And they are chanting. Satvam no darshayatmanam. You all don't have paper? You have? Today you are chanting gone down. Satvam no darshayatmanam. Asmat karana gocharam. Prapannanam didrikshunam. Sasmitam te mukhambujam. Teistei svecha bhutei rupaihi. Kale kale swayam vibho. Karma durvishaham yanno. Bhagavan tat karotihi. Klesha bhur yalpasarani. Karmani vipalani va. Dehinam vishayarthanam. Nathathe varpitam tvayi. Navama karma kalpopi. Viphala yeshwararpitam. Kalpate purushasyaiva. Sahyatma dayito hitaha. Yatha hi skanda shakhanam. Taror mulavasechanam. Evamaradanam Vishnoho Sarvesham Atmanaschahi Namastu Yamanantaya Durvitarkyatmakarmane Nirgunaya Guneshaya Sattvasthaya cha sampratam. This is the end of the stuti. This is like 2% of the stuti. The stuti is a long stuti. But in the stuti, now in the praise itself, they are praising Bhagwan. And means, who is praising? Bhagwan Brahmaji, Bhagwan Shiva, Indradev, Agni, Vayu, Ityadi, all the devatas. They are all lined up there. And they are all singing this praise at the top of their voices now to Bhagwan Vishnu. And in this praise of Bhagwan Vishnu, they are relating all the different philosophical systems of India also. I'll see all the different and wonderful guidance for life and so many things. Now see here. Satvam no darshayatmanam asmat karana gocharam. Please reveal yourself to us, O Lord Vishnu, so that we can see you with our eyes. Like that. Prapannam didrikshunam. Our eyes are thirsting to see you. Have you heard? These are all bhajans which you hear nowadays. All those bhajans have come from these scriptures only. What is that? Darshan do ghanasham nath more akhiyan pyasi re. You know. Akhiyan pyasi. My eyes are thirsting. My eyes are thirsting to see you, Prabhu. Darshan do. Give me your darshan. So here also the devatas go there and all the gods go there and they propitiate Lord Vishnu with this stuti. And they say, we are didrikshunam. We are craving to see you. We want to see you. Prapannana, we have surrendered to you. Oh Prabhu, and wonderfully how they describe the Lord. I want you to pay attention to this, how they describe Bhagwan. They are describing Bhagwan Vishnu. What is that? Sasmitam te mukhambujam. He is lotus face. His face is like a lotus. But all the time also smiling. Smitam is smile. Sasmitam means with a great, wonderful smile. This is a very simple lesson for us in life, you know. Look here. In this world, everything is being controlled by who? You? We are controlling anything in this world? No. When you came into this world, everything was operating or not? Everything was already operating. We are not making anything operate. If we go, everything will still continue to operate. So the Lord is controlling everything in this world. Then what are you miserable about then? If Bhagwan is controlling everything, you keep smiling all the time. That is the idea. If Bhagwan is smiling all the time, in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, there are two armies on this side. One Pandavas and one Kauravas. War is about to start. All the trumpets have already been blown. And there Bhagwan smiles also. Smile. So we have to keep on, you know, human beings are the only beings that could smile. You ever see your dog smiling? You better had not. Because if you go home today and see your dog smiling, you come right back here, I tell you. Dogs and donkeys and all, they don't smile. Animals do not smile. They cannot smile or laugh. So we have that opportunity to smile or laugh. That is why people say, but that's Swamiji, he makes so much of jokes, you know. People say like that. Swamiji makes so much of joke. Arey bhai, look here. I just showed you your 16 hours of waking life already miserable. When you come here, you wanted me to make you more miserable or what? Huh? You get an opportunity to smile. Laughter is the best medicine. Have you heard that? Don't say it too loud, eh? Otherwise, they might start taxing it. Laughter is the best medicine. In fact, it is a fact now that nowadays in hospitals in Britain and America and different places, in hospitals, they are hiring comedians to go to the patients and tell them jokes so that the patients will laugh and they will heal faster. So a person who cannot laugh in his life, oh, I don't know what to tell you. If you have not laughed in your life until now, please learn to laugh. You will bring joy to your own heart and you will bring joy to the world. Even if there is nothing to laugh, you laugh. Everybody will wonder, what is the matter with him? But you laugh. There are places in the world where you can go and have laugh therapy. Now, laugh therapy means you go there and there is nothing, you just laugh. Bhagavan is described like that. Sasmitam. Bhagavan laughs. He's not one of those sulky, long face. When you see that person, when your face is long like that, right? And you get up in the morning and somebody see your face, they go and play monkey in way. What do you call it? Play way. Is laugh. That is the ideal. You should see our Gurudev. Swami, and our present Guruji, Swami Tejo Mendi, and our Gurudev. These Mahatmas, how they laugh from the bottom of their heart. Laugh. Throughout the scriptures, Bhagwan Sri Ram in Ramayana, Kevat is telling Prabhu, if you don't, see, he just left Ayodhya, thrown out of the palace, all sorts of things happened there. And he comes down to Ganga. Kevat tells, if you don't let me wash your feet, you are not going in my boat. Bhagwan laughs. Bihase Karuna aim. Tulsidas ji describes. He laughs at this simple boatman. Hey, boatman, in 2 footsteps I cross the entire universe. In 2 footsteps I cross the entire universe in my Vaman avatar. And you are telling me, if you don't let me wash your feet, you will not take me in your boat? Is something to laugh or not? Bhagavan laughs. This is the first laugh he made after leaving Ayodhya. So, throughout the scriptures we see Bihase Karuna, and Bhagavan laughs like anything. So here now they describe Prabhu, you are the lotus faced one who are always laughing, who always has a smile on his face. There are some people, okay, one more thing let me tell you, don't overdo it also. There are some people, their natural face is a smile. That means they have over, because there is time to laugh and there is time to also be serious. Because we just know we are talking about the pairs of opposite. There is time to laugh and there is time to be serious. Otherwise, some serious matter you are laughing. It's like somebody fall down and they break their foot, and you go on laughing. That time you have to be even, okay, you can laugh inside if you want, but at least outside don't make the person feel anything bad, So they go tehi swecha bhutau rupehi, by your own desire, Prabhu, kale kale swayam vibho, you take avatar by your own desire, by your own wish. You come whenever you want to do what? Karma durvishaham yannaha bhagavan stat karotihi, to achieve all the great things which we cannot achieve as mere mortals, as limited beings, weak beings, powerless beings, things which we cannot offer, we cannot acquire, or which we cannot accomplish. You take avatar from time to time to come and accomplish all of those things for us. That is what you do. That is what the Lord does. This is some of the fundamental teachings of Sanatana Dharma. That the Lord takes avatar from time to time. Don't think that, see, look here, if you say that the Lord cannot come, then you are saying that the Lord doesn't have the power to come. Were you speaking for the Lord or what? In the scriptures, in his own words, in Bhagavad Gita, you all know that, no? यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे संभवामि युगे युगे. It is amazing how in this world Bhagwan himself is telling, I come from age to age. And some people say, no, I don't believe in this, that Bhagwan comes from age to age, or the Lord comes. And look here, the person in Bhagavad Gita, he said, the person who has no faith like this, that person is as good as dead. Mar jata hai. Good as dead, that person who doubts the words of the Lord. So that Lord comes from age to age. Here also now all the devatas tell Prabhu, you are the one who comes from age to age, and you accomplish all the difficult tasks which we cannot accomplish as weak beings. So now we are calling upon you, Prabhu, please show yourself, and you come and accomplish this great task for us. And then in the next line, a most wonderful verse on the nature of this world. Please pay attention to it. The devatas are singing this to Bhagwan. Prabhu, we have discovered this is how the world is. How is the world? He says, Klesha bhuri yalpasarani karmani vipalani va dehinam vishayartanam natathevarpitam tvai. That we have discovered that in this world, Klesha bhuri alpasarani. Same thing I was just telling. It is coming from scriptures only. That in this world there is more suffering than joy. That is true or not? That is why, have you heard in bhajan? One bhajan is there. Pradeep. Many of you would have heard that for every one person, that is ek hasate. What is it? Ek hasate hai, das rote hai. Have you heard that? Ek hasate hai, das rote. For one person who is smiling, 10 crying in this world. And that is true. If you have not seen that yet, because you have not gone out to see, but that is how the world is. For every one person that is smiling, 10 is crying. Ek haste hai, das rote hai. So here the devatas are telling to Bhagavan Vishnu, or they are singing in this praise, they are telling, Prabhu, we have found Klesha Bhuri. Klesha Bhuri means so many problems, afflictions, sorrows in this world. And Alpasarani means real joy and peace and tranquility and nectar in this world is only little bit. See, I'll give you a simple example. Just to buy any one thing, how much you have to work to get that one thing, isn't it? And after you get it, it brings its own troubles. It brings its own troubles after you get it. Karmani. And sometimes if the karma has no result, or vipalani. Vipalani means sometimes no result. I do so much of action to get some result and get nothing. Vipalani. Dehinam vishayarthana. And this is true for all people who are, this is a very wonderful phrase also, vishayarthana. Vishayarthana means those people who are caught up in this world and are running after Vishaya. Vishaya means worldly object, and have to bear the brunt of all the sorrows that are associated with worldly things. There are so many sorrows associated with worldly things. I'll tell you a little story, a full story. Listen to this one. There was a Swami, Mahatma, or something like that, right? A renunciate. He was living in a little kutia, little touched karat kutia, way out in the wilderness, away from the village and town and everything. So the only possession that this Swamiji had were 2 langoti. Langoti, you know? Langoti means 2 loincloth. a thin little piece of cloth. That was his possession. So he used to walk out to the village there, and whatever food he got, he used to eat that. Huh? That was his life. He has nothing else. He doesn't have to light fire. He doesn't have to keep anything in the house. But all he has is 2 langoti. So he walked to the village and he got some food. And when he came back, one of his langoti was hanging on a line, on a tree trunk. Not line. He had no line also. Here it was hanging on a tree trunk. After returning, he saw that a mouse had eaten his langoti. The additional langoti, second one. A mouse ate it. So he thought, "Arey, isko kya ho gaya? Now what has happened to this? Now what to do? Abhi kya karna hai?" So he thought, okay, mouse eat langoti. ठीक है, I will get a cat. So no mouse can come. So he went and he got a cat to protect his langoti. Now after bringing the cat there, he used to beg and get a little bit of food for himself, you know. Now he has to also beg for some food for the cat. Now people were thinking, previously this Swamiji used to come here and he used to only ask for this much food, and when he got, he was contented. Now he's asking for twice as much food now. So people also became a little bit hesitant in giving that amount of food, because they're a poor little village way in the wilderness. So he thought, what a trouble now. I cannot get food for this cat now. Better thing is, if I keep a cow, so I will milk the cow and I will give to this cat and I will have also. So he went to some of his disciples and he expressed his desire to have a cow. So the disciples gave him a cow. ठीक है. Now, the Swamiji was not used to keeping cow, you know. Now every day he has to get grass. He has to milk cow. In addition to his sadhana, not he was doing, he is sitting in meditation. Now his meditation is disturbed. He has to milk cow and cut grass and all sorts of, tie out the cow, then moo. When you're meditating like that cow moo, you jump. Then he thought, that village is there. I will go and hire somebody. I'll hire somebody to take care of this cow. So he went to the village and there was a milk maid, a woman who used to carry milk everywhere. He said, I have this cow here. If you come, you take care of this cow. You could milk the cow. Just give a little bit to me, a little bit to the cat, and you can take the rest of the milk. So that milkmaid used to come there every day now, take care of the cow, milk the cow, give him little milk, give some little to the cat. Then, 1 or 2 days, she could not come. So the Mahatma asked, what happened? You did not come? She said, well, I have to cross that river there and the water was high, I couldn't come here. So she said, why don't I stay right here instead of going back? Because the water must be high. So she started staying there now. Arey baapre. She was staying outside the kutia. Slowly she reached. Then after a little, no time, 1 or 2 little munna came. Then now how you'll keep all of them in that little kutia? You have to build something bigger. So they built up so that's Swamiji. He had a friend, So that friend was passing there one day. And he said, I had a friend living somewhere here. In a little kutia. So he came and he knocked on this door. But this Swamiji now came out with 2 munna in his hand like that. So he immediately recognized his friend, but the friend could not recognize him. So he said, I had a friend who used to live somewhere here in a little hut. Do you know such and such? He said, it is me. He said, you? What is this? Bibi, bache, makan, house, wife, children, what is all this? He said, Bhaiya, what to tell you? All that happened because of a langoti. One little langoti. One little langoti. Dekho. That word there, Vishayarthanam. Vishayartha. Artha is like Rama. Artha. Vishayarthanam is the afflictions of those people who are tied to worldly things. The tying ourselves to worldly things lead to so many types of pain and affliction, and in the end, what happened to all of us? Because we don't know, and we are running after it, and it runs from the, in the family itself, it runs from one till the next, and we all get caught up in it. We are groomed into it, socialized into it, and it happens like that. And in the end, what happened? All of us leave this world. We get all sorts of worldly diseases because we are engaged in the world. And we get all sorts of worldly diseases, and we leave everything in the world, and we leave the world. Everything remains right here. Vishayarthanam. But they also tell. There's a wonderful, this verse ends in a nice phrase. Na tatha eva arpitam tvai. But for people who live in this world and work for the benefit of the world and offer everything to Bhagwan, such people are never affected and afflicted by this world. We are supposed to be offering everything in our life to the Lord. Even if I drive a maxi taxi or I do any type of work, from the Prime Minister come down, we are supposed to be doing that work for the Lord. Always in our mind, we're supposed to have this bhav. What is it? Prabhu, I'm doing this for you. Prabhu, aapke liye main kar raha hoon. Aapki wajah se. I'm doing it for you only. That is the bhav we are supposed. So that's what the line is telling. Navama karma kalpopi viphalayeshwararpitaha. He says, even if it is the littlest, meanest, even a sinful act, littlest, meanest, sinful act also, if that thing is done in surrender to Bhagwan. See, that word is giving, it doesn't go to waste. It doesn't go fruitless. The simplest, littlest act, as long as it is offered to Bhagwan. Kalpate purushaha Purushasya eva sahyatma daito hitaha. Because that Lord is so compassionate. The Lord has our welfare. He's sitting very close and He has our welfare in His mind all the time. Yatha hiskanda shakhanam tayor mula vasechanam. Just like when we want to water the whole tree, we water the roots only, isn't it? But you don't go and water every leaf. We water the roots and the water gets to the whole tree. In the very same way, Evamaradhanam Vishnoho Sarvesham Atmanaschahi. That in the very same way, if we worship Bhagwan Vishnu, we worship the whole world. Because He is the Atma of the world. If we worship Bhagwan Vishnu, we worship the whole universe. Because He is the Atma of the universe. Namastuyan Yam Anantaya. Salutations to you, O Prabhu, who are Ananta, beginningless. Durvitarkyatma Karmane. And salutations to you who are beyond the ken of our intellect and all intellectual comprehension. Nirgunaya, who are without gunas, without any qualities, but Guneshaya, who has all qualities also. This is a very interesting thing. Let me tell you a little bit about this. I was telling in our satsang in Pinal on that night. This is a very, very important thing. We feel that contradictory or contrary qualities cannot exist together, but they very well exist together. Inside, as I told, inside the same atom there is positive and negative. It is even more than that. The same thing is positive and negative at the same time. The same thing is positive and negative at the same time because of the law of relativity. One thing, hot and cold at the same time. Really? Something could be hot and cold at the same time? Yes. I'll show you. One professor came in a classroom and he drew a line this long and he told his students, I want somebody to make that line shorter without erasing any part of the line. He drew the line this long only on the board. Make that line shorter without erasing any part. A smart Alex student, he came very nicely and he drew a longer line. This much. Now professor line is only this much. The line is shorter or not? You can make that line shorter. You can also make that line longer. So if you draw a smaller line underneath that one, right? This much. That line is longer or not? Alright, so now that line is longer or shorter? But the line is longer and shorter at the same time. Isn't it? That is relativity. That is because of relativity. So this is possible for everything in the universe. You take a pot of water which is boiling at 100 degrees Celsius, right? Water is boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. You take it down to the steel mill in Point Lisas. So the steel is boiling at 2300 degrees Celsius. Water is only boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. So you say that water is hot. Oh, 100 degrees hot. You take him down to the steel mill and you ask the steel that boiling at 2300 degrees Celsius. Say, Mr. Steel, what do you think about that fellow in the pot? He hot or not? Mr. Steel will say, hot? Man, that fellow is experiencing winter. No hot. So, at the same time, he is cold with regard to the steel. And at the same time, he is hot with regard to ice. So, he is hot or cold? Both. He is hot and cold. Like that in the universe, the same thing. You know, you want me to tell you a little experiment you can do when you go home? You take one bucket of water or a pot of water and you will see that the water is cold and hot at the same time. You know how? Let me tell you what to do. Be careful. Take the pot of water and ordinary tap water. Put it right in the middle between the stove and the fridge. Right? Between the stove and the fridge. Not on the stove and not in the fridge. Between. Then you light the stove. And you open the freezer of the fridge. You put this hand over the stove. One hand. And you put this hand inside the freezer. Just for 1 minute. This hand goes inside the freezer. This one goes over the stove. Lighting stove. And you keep it for a minute or two there. Right? Then you take the both hands and you put it inside the pot of water. To this hand, the water will be cold. And to this hand, the same water will be warm. Try it when you go home, you'll see. Now the water warm or cold? Relative. It is relative. So it is warm and cold at the same time. So here now, what the Devatas are telling, Prabhu, you have gunas and no gunas at the same time. Means you have all qualities, all attributes, and you're attributeless at the same time. And if that is a feat which Bhagwan cannot accomplish, then he is no Bhagwan. So what Bhagwan is he? Because the Lord can do anything. He's called a Sarva Shaktiman, omnipotent. The Lord can do anything. So the Lord will have gunas at the same time and no gunas at the same time as He very well pleases. If your intellect cannot conceptualize that, well, that is not the Lord's fault. That is your fault. You cannot go on claiming, no, Bhagwan has gunas. The other one claims, Bhagwan has no gunas. And then you fight. You fight about something. One man comes and says, in the room, there is no water. The other one comes and says, in the room, there is agua. So, without knowing each other's language, the two of them start quarreling, fighting. One is saying there is no, or let me not say agua, pani. One says in the room there is no water. The other one says in the room there is pani. I told you the room has no water. I told you there is pani. But they are speaking two different languages and they start fighting. So, it is just that we cannot understand about God properly, so people go on fighting. And religion kills more people in this world than any other disease or anything. Most people in this world die because of religion, and we cannot understand. So here, the Lord has contradictory qualities at one and the same time. That's why in the Upanishad he said, He is as small as an atom, and He is as large as you can ever conceive. At the same time, Anoraniyam Samanusmaredyaha. He is the smallest of the small, and He is Ananta, Anadi Ananta, like that, limitless. At the same time, small and also big. So don't think that contradictory qualities are not possible in that Lord. That Lord who is now, they praise, who is now in the state of Sattva, but hidden from them. Please, Lord, reveal yourself to me. So now see, Shuka Uvacha Evam Stuta Suraganaihi Bhagavan Haririshvaraha Teshama Virabhut Rajan Sahasrarko Dayadyutihi Evam Stutaha. Having been praised like this, with all the flowery language and all the philosophical traditions of the world and all included in their praise, Bhagwan Avirabhut, He became manifest. But now another thing happened now. They just praised Him in this long stuti, and then He became manifest. But He became manifest like a blinding light. Blinding light. Only Lord Shiva and Brahmaji could have seen Him. Bhagwan Vishnu. Only Lord Shiva and Brahmaji could have seen Him. All the other devatas went blind in this light. They couldn't see the Lord. Now, before He came, they did a praise, stuti, for Him to come. Now that He appeared, now another stuti again, another praise, and a long again composition. This time Brahmaji and Lord Shiva, both of them are doing this praise. Now you see, here is the most wonderful praise of Lord Vishnu, which many of you will be knowing. Those who don't know, please join in the lines which sound familiar to you. Again it starts with Achyutam, the unfallen Lord. Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam.
Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam.
Krishna Damodaram Vasudevam Harim.
Krishna Damodaram Vasudevam Harim.
Sridharam Madhavam Gopika Vallavam.
Sridharam Madhavam Gopika Vallavam.
Janaki Nayakam Ramachandram Bhaje.
Janaki Nayakam Ramachandram Bhaje.
Achyutam Keshavam Satyabhamadhavam.
Achyutam Keshavam Satyabhamadhavam.
Madhavam Sridharam Radhika Radhitam.
Madhavam Sridharam Radhika Radhitam.
Indira Mandiram Chetasa Sundaram. चक्रिणे
विष्णवे जिष्णवे शङ्खिने चक्रिणे
रुक्मिणी रागिणे जानकी जानये
रुक्मिणी रागिणे जानकी जानये
वल्लभी वल्लभायार्चितायात्मने
वल्लभी वल्लभायार्चितायात्मने
कंसविध्वंसिने वंशिने ते नमः
कंसवे वंशिने वंशिने ते नमः
कृष्ण गोविन्द हे राम नारायण
कृष्ण गोविन्द हे राम नारायण
श्रीपते वासुदेवाजित श्रीनिधे
श्रीपते वासुदेवाजिता श्रीनिधे
अच्युतानन्द हे माधवाधोक्षज
अच्युतानन्द हे माधवाधोक्षज
द्वारकानायक द्रौपदी रक्षक
द्वारकानायक द्रौपदी रक्षक
राक्षस क्षोभितो सीतया शोभितो
राक्षस शोभित सीतया शोभितो
दण्डकारण्यभू पुण्यता कारणः
दण्डकारण्यभूर्पुण्यता कारणः
लक्ष्मणेनान्वितो वानरैः सेवितो
लक्ष्मणेनान्वितो वानरैः सेवितो
अगस्त्य सम्पूजितो राघव पातु माम्
अगस्त्य सम्पूजितो राघव पातु माम्
धेनुकारिष्टकानिष्टकृद्वेषिणाम्
धेनुकारिष्टकानिष्टप्रेद्वेषिणाम्
केशिहा कंसहृद्वंशिका वादकः
केशिहा कंसहृद्वंशिका वादकः
पूतना कोपक सूरजाखेलनो
पूतनागोपक सूरजाखेलनो
बालगोपालक पातु मां सर्वदा
बालगोपालक पातु मां सर्वदा
विद्युद्योतवत् प्रस्फुरद्वाससम्
विद्युद्योतवत् प्रस्फुरद्वाससम्
प्रावृतं बोधवत् प्रोलसद्विग्रहम्
प्रावृतं बोधवत् प्रोलसद्विग्रहम्
वन्यया मालया शोभितोरस्थलम्
कन्यया मालया शोभितोरस्थलम्
रोहिताङ्घ्रिद्वयं वारिजाक्षं भजे
रोहिताङ्घ्रिद्वयं वारिजाक्षं भजे
कुञ्चितै कुन्तलैर्भ्राजमानाननम्
कुञ्चिते कुण्डले विराजमानाननम्
रत्नमौलिं लसत् कुण्डलं गन्धयोः
रत्नमौलिं कुण्डलं गण्डयोः
हारकेयूरकं किङ्कणप्रोज्ज्वलम्
हारकेयूरकं कङ्कणप्रोज्ज्वलम्
किङ्किणीमण्डुलं श्यामलं तं भजे
किङ्किणीमण्डुलं श्यामलं तं भजे
अच्युतस्याष्टकं यः पठेदिष्टदम्
अच्युतशाश्वतं यःपठेदिष्टदम्
प्रेमत प्रत्यहं पुरुषसस्पृहम्
प्रेमत प्रत्यहं पुरुषसस्पृहम्
वृत्ततः सुन्दरं कर्तृविश्वम्बरः
वित्तता सुन्दरं भद्रविश्वम्बरः
तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम्
तस्य वश्यो हरिर्जायते सत्वरम्
अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणम्
अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं
कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं हरिम्
कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं हरिं
कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं हरिम्
कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं हरिं
बोले कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय वैकुंठ भगवान की जय The Devatas now, second time again they praise, but Brahma and Shiva leading this praise to Bhagavan Vishnu when he appeared now. And then the Lord decided, okay, I am very much pleased with all of you. They told Prabhu, we have this real trouble. It is said that the Lord spoke in a thunderous voice. If you see the line there. That meter is a little bit different. Evam virinchadi viriditastata tat vijñāyate sham hridayam yathaiva jagadajimuta gabhiraya gira Baddhanjalin samvrita sarvakarakan. With a booming, thunderous voice, Bhagwan made himself at the same time now visible to all the rest of the devatas, and he also spoke in this thunderous voice to them. Vijñāyate sham hridayam yathaiva, knowing exactly what was in their heart. This is one more wonderful thing, you know. People pray loudly and loudly, and we pray to Bhagwan. And we ask for this, Prabhu, give this, give that, give the other thing. But do you know, before we ask also, Bhagwan already knows. Before we know what we want, Bhagwan already knows what we want. The best thing is to just live a sincere, honest life and let Bhagwan take care of the rest. Because and not only that, before we know what we want, Bhagwan already knows what we want. That is the first thing. The second thing is, Bhagwan knows what is better for us also. We don't know what is better for us, but the Lord knows. What is better or what is the best for us? The Lord knows better than we do. Because many times we want this and we want that, and when we get it, we find ourselves in big trouble or not. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I came here, why I did that, why I did the other thing. The Lord knows what is best for us. We ourselves don't know most times. Adult children, everybody same. Don't know what is good for us. You see? But Bhagwan knows. So not only He knows before we know, He also knows what is good for us when we don't know what is good for us. So here, Vijñāyate sham hridayam yatha eva. The Lord knew everything that was in their heart. They did not have to say also, as it were. Evam virinchadivihi iditaha tataha. Iditaha means worshipped, like this. They come in the second conjugation, to a. Eid means to worship. So, all the devatas were standing there. See the last phrase, how nice it says? Baddhanjalin samvrita sarvakarakan. Means all of them with their hands like this in front of Bhagwan, and their minds, and this is important, on their senses withdrawn and controlled. Then the Lord reveals. That is a hint, indication. But the Lord will reveal Himself to us when we are in a... Now see, hands together. That signifies a spirit of surrender. That is first thing. Second, the senses and the mind withdrawn. Samvrita sarvakarakan. All the senses and mind withdrawn. That time Lord reveals. I mean, the Lord will reflect in our mind very clearly. But if our mind is all the time extroverted, running here and there, we will not know the peace of God. You see? No. Bhagwan tells, okay. Before the Lord tells, there's another nice note there, you know. Shukadeva is still speaking. But he says, see the next verse now. Eka eveshwaras tasmin Surakarye sureshwaraha Vihartu kamastanaham Vihartu kamastanaha Samudronmatanadhivihi. Most wonderful line, he says. there is one Lord, one Supreme Master of the world. Eka eva Ishvaraha. Tasmin. Surakarya Sureshvaraha. This Lord, who is the Lord of all Lords, he could have accomplished the work of the Devatas very easily. What is the work of the Devatas? Means what problem the Devatas had? Well, they had received a curse from Durvasa Muni, and now they were smitten by old age and disease and weakness and all the other things, prior to which they had not experienced. So now they came to Bhagwan for a solution. So Bhagwan could have just snapped his, this is what the verse is saying. Bhagwan could have just with a snap of the finger or anything like that, just removed their problem. And this is what people want, isn't it? Everybody go and pray to the Lord. Prabhu, please do this now. Please do that. Please do the other thing. And the Lord could also do it with a snap of the finger like that. But does he do it? No. Because that is why he gave us hands and feet. You do it. He gave hands and feet. We have to do. We cannot just go all the time begging Bhagwan for this, begging Bhagwan for that, begging for the other. Oh, and people want to do nothing. It's amazing, this human being. He wants to do nothing and get everything. There is no such progress or prosperity for such a person. Huh? We have to get up and work, work, work. So it says here, now Bhagwan, he could have easily accomplished that for the Devatas, but now the Lord also had a nice desire. Vihartu kamas tan aha. He said to them that he wants to, he had a desire. He didn't say this to them. He now is going to tell them what to do. But he had a desire in his heart. Vihartu kama. Vihartu kama means he had a desire to do some sport, some leela, to engage in some leela. And these are the four main things about the Lord. Now let me tell you. The four main things about Bhagwan is Nam, Rupa, Leela and Dham. Let me go over that again. Four main things about the Lord is name, form, the Leela or the sports which he engages in, name, form, Nam, Rupa, Leela and Dham, where he lives. That is why you see, for example, Bhagwan lived in Ayodhya. How Ayodhya became so famous. Bhagwan lived in Vrindavan. How Vrindavan became so famous. Even today, millions of pilgrims go to Vrindavan or Mathura or Ayodhya. Dham, his place of abode. That becomes worshipful. If it is said, I'll tell you a little bit about Vrindavan. You know, one fellow went to Vrindavan and he went to Bake Bihari temple. And Bake Bihari temple, those who went on the last trip, you would have known, we went there. He took a piece of cloth. Before sitting down, before he sat down, he took a piece of cloth and he dusted it out like this, where he was going to sit. And then he sat down. Another man came from behind. Everybody, what is the matter with you? This is here to Vrindavan. Hey, this is Vrindavan. You're dusting it out. Every speck of dust in Vrindavan is sacred. Why are you dusting it out? Will it dust touch the feet of Bhagwan? You should consider it a blessing to sit on that dust. You come with your Western habit. So, the Lord's Dham. So, there is Nam, Rupa, Leela and Dham. Here Bhagwan says, I want to enact, the Lord is feeling in his heart, let me enact a little sport, What is that? No. Samudron Mathana Divihi. The churning of the ocean, etc. By the churning of the ocean, he will enact his sports. So now he is going to instruct them how to churn this ocean. He will tell them what to do, but he will tell them tomorrow. All right.